Hello and welcome to Photoshop in 5, where I show you how to create something in Photoshop in about 5 minutes. Could be a little more, could be a little less. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own electrical wire in your scene and add some layer styles to that to give it a realistic look, especially in the drop shadow. This is what we're creating today. First thing you want to do is make sure that you have a brush of the right size and style here. And I'm using a 24 pixel hardness 100% round brush. I'm going to want to do this on a new layer, so let's create a new layer there and grab our pen tool. We're going to create a path along which the wire will be created. So just create any path that you find necessary, any path that you would like. Once you have that shape, right click and select stroke path. Make sure the tool is set to brush and click OK. And then right click again and select delete path. Click the little FX symbol down at the bottom to open up your layer styles panel and go to blending options. And I have everything laid out here for me. We're going to start with the color overlay. You can choose any color you like, but I'm using red for this example here. Next we're going to go to the bevel and emboss. And I have the style of inner bevel, technique is smooth, my depth is at 300%, direction up, size 18 pixels, soften at 13 pixels. And I have use global light checked, my angle is 45% and my altitude is also 45%. Now you might need to pay attention to your own image if you have any visual aids to tell you where the light is coming from. I can tell by the little rivets in the metal of my background image, so I've adjusted my shading and lighting angles to address that. It may differ in your images. And let's move down to our inner shadow. Blend mode is multiply, color black. My opacity is at 35%. My angle is at -145. Distance 6 pixels. Choke 0 and size at 5 pixels. Then inner glow. The blend mode is multiply, opacity 70%, using black as my solid color. Technique softer from the edge, choke 0%, size 15 pixels. And then my drop shadow. Blend mode multiply, color is black, opacity at 75%, the angle at 45%, distance 5 pixels, spread is 0, size 2 pixels. Once you've gotten these settings, or any different settings that fit your background image, click OK. And next thing we're going to do is add a little noise so it doesn't look so smooth and perfect. So go to Filter, Noise, Add Noise. And for this, I'm going with an amount of 3%, uniform, and I'm checking monochromatic. Next step is to right-click the FX symbol on the layer itself and choose Create Layers. First thing we need to do is turn off the visibility of the Layer 1's inner glow, just so it doesn't get in the way so much. Let's go to the Layer 1's drop shadow, make that active. Press Ctrl T to open up your free transform tool, and then right-click within there and select Warp. I'll grab any section and drag a little bit until I feel it looks as though this section of the wire has actually come up. It's bent and shaped to fit the image and come off the flat surface a little bit. I can do the same thing over in another corner here. Grab this corner handle and do the same this way. Once you find that it fits your needs, click the check mark to be done with that. And now we need to blur the sections of the shadow that have come off a little bit. And we only need to blur a little bit. So grab your rectangular marquee tool and drag a selection around the two sections that are coming up. Once you've got those two selections made, go to Select, modify, and feather. I'm using a radius of 20 pixels. And then I'm going to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm only using a radius of 2 pixels. Click OK and Control D to deselect, and take a look at the shadows, how they're a little bit more blurred as they come up, simulating a realistic shadow effect. Next thing is to turn on the invisibility of the inner glow, because we want to make the two ends of the wires look like they're actually disappearing into the holes in the metal. But what we need to do is make that layer active and selected. Hold down your Alt key while you click the Layer Mask button to add a black layer mask, erasing the entire inner glow. Select your brush, and for this choose a larger soft edge. I'm going with the 60 pixel, 0% hardness, and I'm just clicking over at the very ends of the wires to add that shadow to the tips, to make it look as though the wire is now dipping into the surface of the background area. And there you have a quick and effective way to create for yourself your own custom and unique electrical wire. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you for watching.